Ladies and gentlemen, Melina feels good, darling. Now, guys, there's this girl I always see, and I'm not gonna name her because I don't want her to feel uncomfortable or feel put on the spot. But she's like so pretty and so nice. And so every time I see her, I'm always like, oh, so you just do this job, which I'm not gonna say the job because I don't want to be like, oh, she's doing this job and this is the job, so you know where to find her. I don't want any way of identifying her. I just want to be able to do this freely and talk about her. So I'm like, you do this job, and she's like, yes, and I'm like, you only do this job. And she graduated from school, university, and she has a degree, and I'm just like, that's fine that you only do this job. I'm just asking questions. I don't want her to think, and she's like so pretty and so nice. But I don't want her to think that I'm like judging her basically because she's just doing the one job. Some people do one job and then strike it rich anyway somehow. So it's not like you have to do like a million jobs. I'm a person that does like more than one job, and like I have like so many videos and so many platforms and so many this and so many that. That's what I like to do, right? If you just want to do one job and relax, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you want to make more money or you want to do something new, you will, right? When the time is ready or when you want to. If you never do, that's fine too, right? You don't have to be someone like me who does all these things. I don't judge, right? I don't judge people. So I really want her to know that she's really cool and she's really nice. And there's no reason to feel bad about doing the one job, the one job. Like there's nothing wrong with doing one job, right? Everybody that loves to, and if she does any, like, I bet you if she did any video on YouTube or TikTok, she'd go viral. She's like so pretty, right? But, she doesn't have to, I don't expect her to. So I really, when I talk to her, I'm just like asking about what she does and this and that. And I hope like I remember, because I always forget what people do. When you see people, sometimes you ask them the same questions over and over, and you're just like, well, that's stupid. But yeah, so sometimes you don't remember what they did or whatever. Anyway, I really think, if you do one job and you purposely want to do that, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I think people just look at me and think, well, you've done so much and you do so much constantly that when you see someone that does one job, they're automatically going to think, well, when I ask these questions, that I'm assuming they have to do all these jobs or do all this or that. But I really don't. I really don't think people have to do a million jobs or a million things. That's just how I like to live my life. But it's not like what people necessarily, have to do themselves. I really think, it's beneficial to do more than one job, and you make more money and you have more ideas and more things flowing in your head that help you. But like I said, if you don't want to do more than one job, that's up to you, right? And I'm supportive. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Especially if you're a younger person, right? Like young people need to go through experiences. They need to go through things. And the job that she has is a great job. There's nothing wrong with her job. So I really think, whenever I see her, I really don't want her to think all this negative stuff like, oh, he wants me to do all this hard work, or he thinks I do nothing, or whatever, right? I would never ever think that, right? Like I don't think that way, right? I just think for me, I have to get a lot done because I'm just that kind of person. But I would never accuse you of, doing this or that or whatever. And the thing is, she is so, like when I see her, all I think of is she's capable of doing anything she wants. She can conquer the world. She's that pretty. You know how we all think of pretty girls, right? Like they just can do anything, right? But, but I don't think it's necessarily something that's a bad thing to do, one job. Anyway, totally enjoy it. If she's out there, I hope she knows that she's like she can. If she did one video, it could go viral easily. But I mean, not to say that every pretty girl can do a viral video instantly. Like that's not necessarily true. But I mean, she has a better chance than most women. If she did a makeup tutorial or whatever, she would do well, right? Anyway, or something, anything she wanted. Anyway, I'm not judging her. I don't think that's something that I want people to think. If I ever say to you, oh, what are you doing? Well, you're just doing that. I don't want people to think that I'm judging them or whatever. like I'm 43 as well, right? She's younger, right? When I was her age, I was sleeping in and missing class sometimes. I went to university too, you know, I missed class or whatever, or I didn't want to go to school, or you know, I mean, I did graduate from university, but there were times where I was really, you know, and she did too. So I mean, she did her hard work there, you know. There's nothing wrong with being. She went to university. Because there are a lot of people that just have one job that never went to university, right? And even if she didn't go to university, who cares, right? We're all people. We all mean something to people, even if we don't do, right? Anyway, totally enjoyed the show, guys. I never mentioned her. I don't want to mention her. I don't want to say anything about her identity because I don't want her to feel on the spot. But anyway, totally enjoyed the show. Bye, guys.